Hello and welcome to a brand new episode of Reel to Reel, streamed live from Hennepin Technical College. I'm Spencer, joined by my co-host Kiza. What are you doing, bro?
I'm being like Good Boy, the dog in the movie, howling at the moon. It is Halloween.
Okay, whatever, man, but I don't think Good Boy howled at the moon.
Did he growl? Did he growl?
No, not at all, bro.
Okay.
Well, I don't know what that was, but anyways, we will be taking a look at what actually happened in Ben Leonberg's movie Good Boy right after we take a look at the official trailer.
Look who's here.
I guess I'm next. I should never have come here.
Good Boy is a horror film from the perspective of a dog. The movie follows a dog named Indy and his owner Todd, played by Shane Jensen, moving into a supposedly secluded haunted house that Todd's grandpa used to live in and mysteriously passed away in as well. It doesn't take long for mysterious things to start happening, with Indy hearing strange sounds and seeing shadowy figures that Todd can't see or hear himself. Todd's sister Vera, played by Arielle Friedman, grows extremely worried about her brother and her fur nephew and is constantly blowing up his phone to make sure he is alright. Things only continue to get worse and stranger, even with a chilling scene of Todd slamming his head against the door till he bleeds. Now, I don't want to say much more to avoid spoilers, but if the dog dies or not is a deal breaker for you, I can confirm he makes it out 100% okay. Let's take a look at some clips of Good Boy.
Come on, bud. Let's go. Come on, scaredy pants. It's not that bad. Come on, bud. You coming on or not? Here we go. Okay. This way. Come on. died pretty young, too. Whoa. Stay here, boy.
Good Boy was directed by Ben Lindbergh and produced by his wife, Carrie Fisher. But you might have to double check that because in the director notes, according to EPK TV, it talks about Indy being his dog and also mentioned him having to act in the movie because Indy only trusts him. But Ben was the director and Todd was the actor. So I got confused on this part. But either way, the movie took 3 years to make and cost a cost of $270,000. And on the opening weekend of October 3rd, it brought in over $2 million. 2 weeks later, it made $7.5 million, and it's still climbing. Now that's a good boy.
You're talking about the dog this time, right?
Yes, of course. I mean, I should have said good Indy, but we have more after these commercial breaks.
Welcome to the video production program at Hennepin Technical College. Students have the opportunity to use industry standard equipment to create the films and podcasts of their dreams. This is our studio where we do our reel-to-reel podcast every Friday. Hennepin Tech has 2 computer labs where students can learn all the skills of editing and learn all the software as well. The studio has a green screen which allows our students to have full creative control and make whatever they want, wherever they want. Your future awaits. Start your journey at Hennepin Technical College.
Spencer, I have some trivia about this movie.
Okay, sure. What is it?
What do you think Ben Lindbergh, inspirational person is? I'll give you a clue. Think about horror in mind.
It's got to be Tim Burton.
Nope, not Tim Burton. It's Stephen King. He said he likes how Stephen King gets his ideas from what if scenarios, according to the EPK TV article.
Very interesting. So, Kiza, what was your favorite scene in this movie?
My favorite scene would have to be when you're seeing a dog looking at a corner and you're not really knowing what's happening. That suspense is just like, oh, it's perfect. How about you? What was your favorite scene?
I mentioned it earlier, but it had to be the scene of Todd slamming his head into the basement door. Super chilling. Genuinely one of the most terrifying scenes I've ever seen in a movie. It was just shot and lit so well as well.
Yeah, I agree with you. But before we go farther, can I just comment on your costume? I like the Lightning McQueen look.
Thank you.
It looks great.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah.
Good job.
What are you supposed to be?
I'm a podcaster. That's me. I'm a podcaster today.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But anyways, but besides that, like I also felt like this movie like really had a lot of different like it seemed like each shot was just like really thought of. like how they like how they had the different views, and it was great. It was amazing.
Yeah, for sure. They definitely put a lot of time into it. I mean, like I've been saying again, there is not a single bad frame
No, I agree with
in this
you on that.
entire movie.
I agree with
It's
you.
on the shorter side, but it felt so long at the same time, but like in a good way.
Yeah.
Because they just built up the suspense that much.
Yeah, and especially with the crew that they had. They didn't have a big crew. So they honestly, I would say like that alone is like just gives it like even more like credibility to how like amazing it is. To be
Yeah, I think it was only like 3 people, and
Yeah.
they also went based on Indy's schedule, which I really like.
Yeah.
That they treated the dog very fairly and ethically, because a lot of times when movies have fur actors, they are not very ethical about the way they treat them.
Oh yeah, well for sure, for sure. So like I honestly feel like this movie couldn't have got no better shots than what it did. But
Yeah, for sure. Well, Good Boy was truly an incredible film. The cinematography and sound design are nothing short of perfect, like I said before. I don't think there's a single bad shot or even frame in this entire movie. There is so much of the story told with just the shots, sound, and lighting, and very little told through dialogue. Where I do think this movie falls just short of being perfect is the writing aspect. It can be hard to understand why things are happening, but maybe that was an intentional decision to let the viewer come up with the why inside this story. But with that said, it definitely doesn't ruin this movie whatsoever, especially with the Actor of the Year Indy as your main star. This was probably the best horror film I've ever watched. I'd give it a 4.5 if I could, but my producer said we didn't have the graphic for that, so that's why I'm giving it 4 out of 5 reels.
yeah, I agree with you. Good Boy cinematography was excellent, giving a lot of symmetrical transitions that worked really well. It also gave that low angle camera view, which helps keep the audience in connection with the dog persona. Which, when first watching it, I didn't understand the storyline, but that's usually me. It takes me a while to see how things connect in movies. But after watching it the second time, I understood a lot more, which I won't spoil for you. But I will say that I thought it was better the second time around. They kept the movie suspenseful while you're watching it, and they kept you always wondering what was happening. They didn't give it all away at the beginning or in the middle like some movies, where they leave you watching nothing the rest of the time. Nope, not this movie. Suspense is from the beginning to the end. Even though the movie is mostly great, I still think there were a few tad errors for me, and one was the CGI. There wasn't much, but what was there could have been done better. But hey, it was an indie film, and really, who cares if the story is great? Because it's not easy to make a dog act, just like you just mentioned earlier, Spencer. And having such a small number of crew members for this production, I give them a 5 out of 5. Well done.
Well said, Kiza. Well, that's all we have for this week. Make sure you subscribe and like us on YouTube and follow us on Facebook. I'm Spencer.
And I'm Kiza. Oh!
Okay, stop it now. Stop it.
Okay.
Well, like I said, thanks for watching and happy Halloween.